Hello and welcome to this month's CEO vlog. I'm going to briefly, just exclusively look at the upcoming winter meeting being held on the 7th and 8th of December at the Royal Society, where the theme is going to be obesity and the brain. Now, we recently held Nutrition Futures a couple of weeks ago, our first attempt at a small hybrid meeting where we live streamed out to the world and also had speakers streaming in as well as being in the lecture theatre. Learnt some lessons. It was a very, very good event, and we are now emboldened to go to the Royal Society in December for the winter meeting on exactly the same hybrid format. So I wanted to run through just the safety issues that we are looking at, just to reassure you that this conference is going to be as safe as it can be with any of the current restrictions. So I visited the Royal Society last week with some of the team here and met the event staff on site, who have just returned from a very long period of furlough. They're very excited to be back and doing their proper job. They've put in lots of measures to ensure that the venue meets the current government guidance under this Plan A, and in fact if we go to Plan B, if things really do turn rather bad in December, the conference will still be able to go ahead because the facility meets those safety criteria. Now, some of the measures being put in place are fully in compliance with the guidance. Plenty of ventilation, windows and doors open. The air conditioning system is being checked and monitored regularly by the internal heating control team. The venue normally holds in its major meeting room 350 delegates, but they're advising us to bring those numbers down, which I think is a sensible thing to do. So they're suggesting 200 delegates would be a maximum that we should look at, which allows for adequate spacing as well. Mask wearing is not mandatory, but is up to individuals. As is any distancing that you may feel will be appropriate. But we will have the use of pretty much all of the Royal Society, and there's lots of space there for us to be able to move around, to have the posters in one area, the lunch coffee breaks in another, and the main plenary room as well. So we will not all be congregated in one area for a very long period of time. None of this, of course, gets away from the fact that it is your personal decision to come. It's personal responsibility. We put in all the measures we can. The Royal Society will do the same. As the hosting venue, they have primacy over us, over the regulations that they want to put in place. But it's up to you. We've done the best we can to make it hopefully the safest place you could be, and we do hope that you will join us. Registration is now open. We are heavily subsidising this event. The Royal Society is obviously is a prime place to hold a conference, but that does come at a cost. So we are subsidising this event significantly from the Society's funds and reserves. So members will only pay £150 for the two-day conference. That includes, of course, registration, all the coffee breaks, and a reception and kind of light bowl-type supper on the first evening. If you want to join virtually online, that will only be £75. There are other fees for non-members which you can find on the registration page on our website. But importantly, I've put in place a new cancellation policy for you, which the trustees have approved. And in essence, if you're uncomfortable at making early decisions to attend, what you can now do is you can register to attend face-to-face, but if closer to the time, and probably up to about 5 to 7 days beforehand because of catering orders that have to be placed, and you suddenly feel that travel is not safe, or you don't feel safe yourself, or indeed you feel that it might be risky because you may have shown some symptoms of COVID, then you can convert your face-to-face registration to an online registration, and the fees will be adjusted for you. Details of that is now on the website. And that actually works the other way around. If you register to attend virtually and closer to the event you feel more comfortable and you want to travel, you can go the other way and you can convert your virtual registration to a face-to-face. Of course, subject to, with only 200 people, that there being a space available for you to attend. I'm going to stop talking in a moment because I'm just putting these 2 slides up just to give you a very quick look at the program over the 2 days. You will see there are a number of very well-known and renowned speakers internationally. I did see somebody there from Yale, from Holland, and of course from the UK as well. That program is, of course, on the website. It's also on a feed on Instagram if you want to go and check that in a little bit more slow time. So in sum, face-to-face conferences are back. I'm sure we're all delighted about that, notwithstanding the challenges and the safety issues. Live streaming across the world. Speakers, some will be live streaming in as well as being there in person. The main sessions in the main lecture theatre with plenty of space, a safe environment as we can make it. Do look forward to seeing you. Great to get back to collaboration, to networking, and it did occur to me that if you're thinking of coming to London at that time of the year in the build-up to Christmas and the New Year, what a great time to be in London. There are no tourists, so this may be the optimum year to come and see the lights and do some Christmas shopping, as well as attend a superb-looking scientific conference. So I look forward to seeing you on the 7th or 8th, either virtually or face-to-face, and look forward to your registrations coming through, and thank you very much for your time.